I am the truth, I am the light, I am the love, raising the vibes. I am a messenger, I am a guide, I am a sign, I am divine. I am the truth, I am the light, I am the love, raising the vibes. I am a messenger, I am a guide, I am a sign, I am divine. I am you, we are one, under the stars, under the sun. I am you, we are one, under the stars, under the sun. Yeah. Son of a god, leading my squad. Call me a hitman, I run with the mob of witches, wizards, shamans, and healers. We light up the dark, we follow our hearts, we follow our souls, we follow the light, we follow our vision, we follow the signs. We're fearless, we're rebels, we fight the good fight. We high as the heavens, we channel the force. We are the bringers of light, we are the angels disguised. We are the stars in the sky, we are the spirits at night. We are the heart of Christ, we are the victims in graves. We are the witches burned to the stakes. We are the slaves breaking our chains. We are the ones who came back again. We are one and the same. We are the children of earth. 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 I am the truth, I am the light, I am the love, raising the vibes. I am a messenger, I am a guide, I am a sign, I am divine. I am the truth, I am the light, I am the love, raising the vibes. I am a messenger, I am a guide, I am a sign, I am divine. I am you, we are one, under the stars, under the sun. I am you, we are one, under the stars, under the sun.
I had to get in tune with the God within. Get in tune with it all again. We the light trying to raise the vibration. Get in tune with this new elevation. We in tune with the earth while it's shifting. Really travel within those dimensions. Spreading love and handling business. God be the witness. We the ones that be spreading the love. In the darkness, we gon' be the light. We the ones that be meditating for some world peace in the darkest of nights. We the ones that gon' hardly complain. We the ones that find love in the rain. We the light and it always remain. We the ones that done came back again. We are the same.
I am the truth, I am the light, I am the love, raising the vibes. I am a messenger, I am a guide, I am a sign, I am divine. I am the truth, I am the light, I am the love, raising the vibes. I am a messenger, I am a guide, I am a sign, I am divine. I am the truth, I am the light, I am the love, raising the vibes. I am a messenger, I am a guide, I am a sign, I am divine. I am the truth, I am the light, I am the love, raising the vibes. I am a messenger, I am a guide, I am a sign, I am divine. I am you, we are one, under the stars, under the sun. I am you, we are one, under the stars, under the sun.
Got one with this one, Melody.
My feet won't touch the ground, except my wings and pull the strings about these dreams that all fall down. I wanna fly, can you take me far away? Give me a star to reach for, tell me what it takes, then I'll go so high. I go so high, my feet won't touch the ground, except my wings and pull the strings about these dreams that all fall down.
Man, I got these wings and they take me high. I'm feeling like a fairy when I'm floating in the sky. And they ask me why, it be rooted in my blood. I be from the south where they say shout it, they say bruh. And my feet won't touch the ground and my feet won't touch the mud. My ancestors, they rooted in my presence, in my blood. And my blessings rain down and I'm talking about a flood. Nipsey in my spirit, gotta get it out the mud, eh?
Can you take me far away? Give me a star to reach for, tell me what it takes, and I go so high, my feet won't touch the ground, except my wings and pull the strings about these dreams that all fall down. I
Yeah. I had to elevate my mental. I got up off my ass and pressed the gas on my potential. I tamed my temptations, now I'm taking care of my temple. I pull up to the function, skip the line, I'll show credentials. They know I'm presidential. Everything monumental when you recognize your moment. See, I built it on my own, so ain't no question if I own it. They used to laugh, call me alone, and now they asking for a loan. See, my ex said I wouldn't succeed. I plant my feet and now I grown. See, I used to be a stoner, now I'm high off life. I'm up high in plain sight, just hopped off a flight. Me and Hunt, old kid, now they gotta raise the price, cause I invested in myself and made it back overnight. Dog, we all fall short, don't give a fuck about your height. In America, do you wrong, so you better know your rights. See, they do it for attention, I just follow intuition. I'm on a mission, why they missing? I ain't difficult, I'm different. Nah, I can't settle. See, I bet it on myself, now everything getting better. Nah, I can't settle. They want me to come down, told them meet me on my level. Nah, I can't settle. See, I was low, now I'm on higher level. And they keep asking how I did it, doggone special. I'm just special. If life's a marathon, I deserve a medal. Yeah, nah, I can't settle. See, I was low, now I'm on higher level. And they keep asking how I did it, doggone special. I'm just special. If life's a marathon, I want my gold medal. See, I used to try to force it, now I flow with it. They threw dirt up on my name, but now I grow with it. I used to wait up on my blessing, now I go get it. I'm done waiting, done debating. If God tests me, let him grade me. This that top shelf flow, yeah, I'm way out your reach. Used to choose between shoes, now I tell them give me each. But I don't brag about no fashion, cause I ain't one for the flash. Used to sag, now I'm a grown man. I keep my belt fast and had so much on my plate. But then I started fasting, then I started meditating, then I started levitating. This that self-knowledge, black man educated, could've been in that cell. Now every day a celebration. Now these days I practice celibacy and focus on development. And I ain't really emotional, I'm just emotionally intelligent. Shawty call me selfish cause I don't focus on my betterment. These days I'm on a higher level, no I can't settle. Whoa. Nah, I can't settle. See, I bet it on myself, now everything getting better. Nah, I can't settle. They want me to come down, told them meet me on my level. Nah, I can't settle. See, I was low, now I'm on higher level. And they keep asking how I did it, doggone special. I'm just special. If life's a marathon, I deserve a medal. Yeah, nah, I can't settle. See, I was low, now I'm on higher level. And they keep asking how I did it, doggone special. I'm just special. If life's a marathon, I want my gold medal. Yeah.
Music is frequency programming. Music is frequency. What frequency are you being fed? If I play with those frequencies, right, I can target certain parts of the mind, target the frequency to go to certain parts of the mind. Or if I want you to go into a meditative state, I can make my music do that.
This is medicine music, prescription of frequency with a dose is influenced by the state of the culture lacking some nourishment. Hella deficient in love, they needed encouragement, but taught to get numb off the drugs. Started to notice the loose screws, 10 of my toolbox, cause how can you mend an issue when you got a bruised heart and mentally been scarred, physically been barred, ready for rebirth, but spiritually it's been hard. Let me take you through some steps that I done learned, loved one, cause it don't happen overnight, this healing's earned, loved one. It come with practice, releasing your distractions, setting healthy boundaries and managing attachments. We made in God's image, but we started walking backwards when we gave away our power by submitting to a master. Then they pimped our infrastructure, changed the pricing in the package. Told you if you want it back, it's in blood cause they attacking. If you want to free your mind and free your spirit from the toxic, gotta vow to kill the poison of the snakes that's in your garden. Only giving your attention to the things that bring you honor. Keep your vibe sucker free and your circle free from drama. Shit, life crazy when you really think about it, and shit could get wicked if you really ain't moving solid. I'm praying you don't risk your whole life just for $1, and you conquer your demons before you end up getting conquered. So I gift you this medicine music. Yeah, I gift you this medicine music. Felt like I needed an umbrella for the rain, cause life was handing lemons, so I made some lemonade. You can sit with this medicine music. Belly of the beast to swallow you up for profit. Call it capital gains and they ain't even lifting proper. I aim to break the cycle my grandma passed to my mama, cause the DNA carry generational wealth and trauma. Encoded with a message, unfolding to your blessings. If you walk in your purpose, you can heal your family lineage. Work smart so I can leverage all of this time invested. Sing about me when I go, I lived everything I was destined. Victory over obstacles, 2020 my opticals. Cutting out all distractions, applying knowledge, I got the tools. Lesson learned that I got it, you junior die. Sparked a few, step die. Spark the fuse, no way, I'ma lose this weight. I carry heavy, but my ancestors heavier. Thought I was moving steady, but now I'm moving steadier. Gave my burdens to God, and now I'm feeling merrier. Got my eye on a lover, imagining I can marry her. And now it's come a time where you gotta pick a side, or whether or not you gon' contribute to Earth's demise, or if you gon' be one of them ones that embody light. Cause the future gon' be fucked up if the kids can't live their life. So I offer you medicine music. Yeah, I get you this medicine music. Yeah, ayy. Felt like I needed an umbrella for the rain, cause life was handing lemons, so I made some lemonade. You can sit with this medicine music. I gift you this medicine music. Yeah.
The brain processes information electrically. It communicates with the cellular structure electrically, and it operates within a certain band of frequency. Frequency.
11 laws of God. I'm a vessel. It is I, Starseed, the musical mathematician. Law 1, you come from a piece that none can disturb. The hidden one is you get back to zero if you need to purge. Law 2, nothing in this world can be against you. All your experiences are here to lift you and assist you. Law 3, your knowing is unlimited. Your not knowing just mean your mind ain't formed it into sentences. Let go of the ignorance, step into your omnipotence. Challenges will fall once you cultivate the experience. Law 4, words plus emotion is a potion. You can change the world by being true and just evoking. Keep your heart still, die to the world and go reach higher land. I know I will succeed, I surrender to the divine plan. Law 5, God needs you to come into existence. Let your intuition guide you inside you, let go resistance. Law 6, God need to punish his no rewards. You are one with the Lord, that power is all yours. Law 7, rejection, redirection, don't make life hard. You have the power, but not the right to just ignore God. Choose peace, detrimental emotions make you lose sleep. This medicine and candy, I will, therefore I am free. Law 8, you are not a human, you're a divinity. So in the face of challenges, you can maintain your inner peace. Law 9, it's not what you think or what you affirm. It is who is thinking and affirming. Gotta discern the knowledge you've obtained is not the only education. No longer mash your motives through rationalization. Law 10, sacrifice your strength.
Peace and blessings, Starseeds. Peace and blessings. Welcome to Pronoia Starseed Podcast, y'all. I am the goddess Rael, and thank you for tapping in tonight. Yes, yes. I hope you're doing well. What day of the week is this? Oh, it's a Monday. A Monday, Mr. Westbrooks. Yes. So, I'm used to seeing Mr. Westbrooks on the weekend. So, just something new right here. Yes, yes. Oh, peace and blessings. Peace and blessings. Yes, so thank you guys for being in the building tonight. Thank you for tapping into Pronoia Starseed Podcast. If you have not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Push that button and hit the notification bell so you know when we are live. Pieces. Oh, thank you so much. Yes, thank you. I appreciate that. Well, since you guys can't never really see my outfit, my earrings are now the new staple because I realized I'll be getting dressed and everything for y'all and y'all can't even be seeing me. So forget that. I'm gonna start wearing my boy shorts and whatever I want now. Just make sure I got some cute earrings on. But I'm excited that you are in the building tonight. It is a very special night. The Math Metaphysician himself, Mr. Westbrooks, is in the building. That's right, on a Monday. Y'all caught him on a Monday. And we have another special Starseed in the building. King Adonnis is here. So yes, you're getting two. I don't want to say 2 for 1 because that's not right. I don't know what I'm about to say. But look, they all up in the building. So thank you for being here. Everybody is here. I'm going to bring them to the stage. Yeah, I didn't know where I was going with that. I'm gonna bring them to the stage right now. So, all right. It's gonna get real little for a second, okay? Everything's gonna get real little on the screen, so be prepared. That's right. Yeah, he got that summer schedule. Absolutely. All right. So let me just rearrange myself. Boop. All right. So it is the man of the hour. It is his show, so I must bring him on. His name, well, he goes by many. I call him Mr. Westbrooks. I don't know what you call him. Some of them call him Pretty Ricky's. No, I can't say that no more. Some of them call him Supreme Numerics. Others of them call him, I don't know what else y'all call him, but I'm gonna bring him to the stage. All right, Mr. Westbrooks is in the building. You got to unmute yourself, Mr. Westbrooks. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, there it is. Had to make sure I was in the frame, with the
right. It's tiny. It's
square, the square frame we got going on here. So peace to the family, peace to all the star seeds, both from the internal family and also the universal star seed family.
Yes. And we have a special guest tonight. Mr. Westbrooks brought along another starseed. Sometimes you see a planet and then you see another planet come and you be like, oh, it's an alignment. Well, yes, we have a very special alignment tonight. King Adonnis is in the building. Welcome, King Adonnis.
Peace to the family, to the dream team, to everybody, to their buddies, to their ancestors, and to the love that we got growing. Happy to be here always.
Yes, we don't have to get a special drum roll. We're gonna get it together, okay? So, Mr. Westbrooks, what's going on? Why you got so many people in the building tonight? What are you doing tonight?
So many people. Oh, you talking about Adonnis? Well,
we got extra one on the stage.
Oh yeah. So, all right. So this is the premise of this month's Math Metaphysical show. So you all have gotten used to me breaking down words and phrases numerically, but I decided to go back and show the people what I do for you when you book a session with me, and a private one-on-one session with me. So you got a little taste of that when I first started coming on Pronoia, but around the time when I became an official starseed and prior with the universal frequencies and the personal year and personal month energies. But I'm going to go a little bit deeper and give you an inside look at kind of what a numerology session looks like with me.
Okay.
And King Adonnis happens to be my first subject. So willfully, I say first subject because willfully, the other star seeds will participate as well. But King Adonnis is up first. Happy belated to King Adonnis, July 6th, to celebrate a solar return. So Adonnis is up first for Cancer season.
Yes.
All right.
Gratitude. Right, happy Cancer season to all the Cancerian energies. This is in honor of, being a part of something greater than myself. So being able to be the vessel that we communicate to and through as a divine being, and, just, being able to be divine's child and showing up in our most authentic self, and knowing that we are always carrying significant dynamic energies, and how we can reflect and receive through the collective alchemy of these powerful, dynamic and transformative sciences, numbers, and all the things.
Yes. Yeah, I'm excited to hear. Yes. So I and King Adonnis are going to pop backstage. Mr. Westbrooks is going to show us what it looks like to get in the chair across from Mr. Westbrooks and have him give you a breakdown. So enjoy. We will be back. All right. Peace.
All right. Peace, y'all. All right. So, we're all family in here. So, you all know me. It's glad to be back. It's been a month. July is Cancer season, and this is a special time of the year for me as well because Cancer happens to be my polarity. So we got the balance going on here between the Capricorn and the Cancer, and I'm filling in the gaps and becoming a more complete and whole self by embracing Cancer season. Cancer season is one of my favorite seasons, not only because it's my polarity, but because of the weather too. I'm born in the wintertime, but I don't like the cold. But anyway, let's get into this. So I'm going to share my screen. I got some slides here, so I'm going to pop this up into the backstage. Put that on full screen. Boom, all right, there we go. That looks good. That looks good. So this is, I'm going to call these Starseed numerology profiles, with King Adonnis being the first up. So much gratitude to King Adonnis for being open to this experience and agreeing to participate. And again, happy Cancer season to King Adonnis. But before we get into King Adonnis's numbers, we're going to do the daily metaphysical mathematics as I normally do before I get into the topic. And I'll give the mathematics for both the day that we're coming close to completing and the next day, since it is about 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So in about an hour and a half, we'll be transitioning to the next day. So I'll get the energy of the day we're coming out of and the day that we're going into. So today, Monday, July 13th, is Moon Day, and this happens to be one of Adonnis's day. You'll hear more about that as I get into his numbers. But we're influenced by the energy of the 13-4, 13 in the Chaldean numerology being the number of power and dominion. And then when it's reduced down to the single digit or base number of 4, that is the energy of organization, stability, structure, practicality. Then when we do the sum total of July 13, 2026, that gives us a 3 universal day for growth, expansion, self-improvement, optimism, creativity, and ambition. And when we put it all together, the message or the energy of the day that we're finishing up is to see the joy in your work. If you are an employee somewhere, or if you're an entrepreneur, see the joy in your work, since that number 4 is that number of work, and that number 3 is that number of joy. And we say that because sometimes we begrudgingly go to work, do our jobs, take care of our duties and responsibilities. But instead of saying, I have to go to work and I have to do this work, shift it to a mindset of gratitude and optimism, that energy of the number 3, and say, I'm grateful for the opportunity to contribute to something beneficial for the world. And I'm grateful for the opportunity to support myself, my family, and my legacy. And going to July 14th, tomorrow, it's Tuesday, under the influence of that 14 day of July. 14 in Chaldean numerology is the number of balance and moderation, and that's a single digit. Number 5, that's the number of change, movement, and communication. And when we add up the sum total of July 14, 2026, it is a 4 universal day for work, organization, stability, and structure. So we have that message of doing the work and having yourself organized and having a plan for how you want to go about the day, because under number 4 energy, you don't want to just go with the flow and do things all willy-nilly. You want to have some type of plan or some type of roadmap or blueprint for how you want to approach the day. But since number 5 is that number of change, movement, and freedom and versatility, you don't want to be overly rigid in your plan. You want to create some space, some wiggle room, some cushion for adjustments if there are any changes that need to be made, and also for unexpected events, because that number 4 energy is that number of the unexpected. Expect the unexpected. Now, let's get into King Adonnis's numerical profile. And these are the bullet points of what we'll be addressing here. And so I'll start with King Adonnis's questions, and I'll give the folks out there an idea of how I do my sessions. Just like any diviner or any metaphysician you go to, they have their way of how they go about doing consultations and spiritual advisement with you. So this is how I do mine. I normally ask the person to submit to me questions, or I would say roughly 3 to 4 questions. I have 3 tiers of consultations that I perform. I do a 15-minute pre-recorded, a 30-minute live advisement, and a 1-hour live advisement. So within those time frames, 3 to 4 questions, no more than 4 questions, no less than 2. That's usually a sweet spot in order to go deeply into responding to that person's questions, without spreading myself too thin, or not going deeply enough into those questions. So these are the questions that King Adonnis provided. And the questions can be just about anything, but King Adonnis wants to know about his numbers. What are the challenging aspects of his numbers? What are the positive attributes of his numbers? And what numbers are in harmony with his numbers? But just to give you other examples of types of questions that I've received and the types of questions that you can ask for a supreme numeric session, you might want to know about your path or your journey. Am I on the right track? What's my relationship with money? How do I earn money? What are my abilities? What am I good at? What are my strengths and my weaknesses? You might also want to know about relationships and compatibility. Is this person compatible with me? How do I make this, work? So questions just about anything, you can ask, but these are King Adonnis's questions, and I'll be using the numbers found in his birthday and the numbers found in his birth name and his common name, the name that we all know King Adonnis by, King Adonnis. But, that's not his birth name. He provided me his birth name, but, I'm not going to put all his business out there. But just know that Adonnis is part of his birth name, but it's not his whole birth name. So I'll give you that. Adonnis is a part of his birth name, but I'm not going to tell you what part of it is. And of course, his birthday is July 6th. I left the year out. I didn't know if he wanted me to put his age out there too, but I'll use his entire birthday, birth month, birthday, and birth year to answer these 3 questions. And these are the numbers that I'll specifically be covering: his birthday number, his life path number, his current pinnacle cycle, his current personal year cycle, his expression number, and his soul urge number. So those are the areas I'll be covering. Of course, those aren't all of the areas that can be explored in a numerology session, but these are the areas that I'll cover. So starting with Adonnis's birthday number. The birthday number refers to, well, I'll talk more about the birthday number on the next slide, but I'll start with the overview. So being that King Adonnis is born on July 6th. When we bring in the astro numerology part of numerology, where we combine astrology and numerology, because each number has ruling planets and ruling zodiac signs and vice versa. But I'm not going to go too deeply into the astrological correlations and correspondences, but I'll do it since the birthday number is the most immediate number, and it also influences his key and power numbers. So July 6th would make Adonnis a Cancer number 6 person, a water sign with an earth number. So that water sign brings that intuitiveness, that sensitivity, that emotionality, and that number 6 as an earth number brings the groundedness and practicality. So you have that balance there. And we know in nature, water and earth are complementary to each other. You water the earth in order to grow flowers, plants, trees, etc., etc. Now, Adonis's key power or his best numbers would be 6, 2, and 7. 6 because that's his birthday number, and 2 and 7 correspond to the astrological sign of Cancer. And Adonis's challenge or stress numbers are 4 and 9. And then another number that's harmonious with the 6, 2, and the 7 is the number 3. So the way that you use these key numbers, or one way that you use these key numbers, is to look forward to the dates that add up to the key numbers on the calendar. And you can set your major plans, your major decisions, your major moves for those dates. So those dates in this order too, 6, 2, and 7. It's not in the order of the numbers. It's in the order of the significance. So starting with the birthday number, followed by the astrological numbers. So days that add up to the 6 would be the 6th, the 15th, and the 24th. Days that add up to the 2 would be the 2nd, the 11th, the 20th, and the 29th. The 2nd, the 11th, the 20th, and the 29th. Yup, and 7, the 7th, the 16th, and the 25th of the month. And Adonis's best days are Venus days and moon days, Fridays and Mondays, because the number 6 rules the planet Venus, which is Friday, and 2 and 7 rule the moon, which is Monday. Now, the birthday, going into the birthday number, so have a little bit of vocabulary here, vocabulary and definitions, so you know what we're talking about. The birthday number represents the traits and abilities that you're born with that come naturally to you. Your birthday number represents who you are at your core based on the day of the month you were born on. So in the case of Adonnis being born on July 6th, his birthday number is 6. And the positive traits of the number 6 is that Adonnis is responsible, magnetic, nurturing, generous, wise, and family-oriented. The challenging side of the number 6, or the negative side of the number 6 people can be controlling, unrealistic, self-righteous. They can be tyrants and perfectionists. And there are certain health issues that are connected to the number 6, but of course, there are ways to limit those health issues. But the primary health issues connected to the number 6 are upper respiratory issues, allergies, asthma, and for women, issues with the breast. And one of the best remedies for a number 6 person or someone who's going through a number 6 cycle, such as a personal 6 year, is to spend time outdoors and exercise, especially if you're able to exercise outdoors in the fresh air and grounding. You know, Adonnis shared with me that he was out grounding when we were offline planning this show. So spending time outdoors is the best health remedy for number 6 people. But of course, we all should spend time outdoors, but it's especially important for number 6 people. And the numbers that are in harmony with the number 6 are the 3, 9, and 2, and the 4 and 1 are the numbers that are in disharmony with the 6. Those are the challenge, or the opposition numbers to 6. Just as Adonnis is a 6 birthday number, Adonnis is also a 6 life path number. And the life path number denotes the lessons that Adonnis is here to learn over the course of his entire life, from his birth to his transition. And that's based on the sum total of your birth month, your birthday, and birth year. So the lessons that Adonnis needs to learn in his life, he needs to learn to be responsible, magnetic, dependable, artistic, kind, and helpful. And he needs to learn to avoid being stubborn, irresponsible, interfering, slow to decide, inflexible, and unyielding. Next, the pinnacle cycles. So the pinnacle cycles are calculated based on the life path number. And the pinnacles are 4 cycles within the life path number, and they indicate the direction that you're supposed to travel during these 4 cycles. They indicate your temperament and what lessons you need to learn and the challenges you'll need to overcome. So Adonnis is currently in his first pinnacle cycle, which started at birth, and it will go until age 30 or through age 30. So Adonnis has few more years in this first pinnacle cycle. And each pinnacle is made up of a lesson and a challenge. So starting with Adonnis's current pinnacle lesson, he's currently going through a number 4 lesson. And that's calculated by adding the birth month and the birthday. So July being the 7th month plus the 6th day, 7 plus 6 equals 13, 1 plus 3 equals 4. And if you're new here, or if you need a review or a refresher, numerology uses what we call the phatic system, in which you add until you reach a single digit, with the exception of the master numbers, which are 11 and 22, and the exception of compound numerology and Chaldean numerology, in which you take into account the meaning of the double digit number before you reduce it down to a single digit. The double digit number works in the background, while that single digit number is what's projected in the forefront. But the number 4 lesson calls Adonnis to be different. Embrace your inner weirdo, Adonnis, and be yourself. Also, since number 4 is the number of the unexpected, number 4 is connected to Uranus. Expect the unexpected during a number 4 lesson. And the number 4 is also connected to hard work, especially if it's a 13-4. The 13 is a karmic number, and karmic numbers are obstacles that a person that will have to overcome if they possess that number, based on past faults from a past life. And for the number 13, that karmic debt was, skipping out on one's duty and responsibility and work, passing off work to other people instead of putting in the work themselves in the past life. So in order to repay that karmic debt number, that person, if they have that karmic number, they'll have to work harder than the average person, and work harder than the average number 4. But that doesn't apply to Adonnis. This is just a 4 lesson here, unless the 13 shows up in other parts of Adonnis's numerical scope. But going through a 4 lesson during your first pinnacle means that at an early age, you may have had either the desire or the need to work at an early age, meaning as soon as you were old enough to work, you went to the guidance counselor and got those working papers, because either due to financial restrictions in the household or financial limitations in the household. As soon as you turn 16, you got that job, or you might have did some work for money under the table as an adolescent. And then the last thing that the number 4 lesson will teach you is it'll teach you structure, order, discipline, and hard work. Now, going to challenge, Adonnis is experiencing a number 1 challenge, and that's calculated by taking the birth month and subtracting the birthday. So 7 minus 6 equals 1. And the number 1 challenge calls for Adonnis to assert himself as a leader. Of course, before he becomes a leader, and I'm saying this in the past and the present because Adonnis is in his last couple of years in his pinnacle cycle, but Adonnis had the need to learn how to follow first in order to learn how to be a leader. Adonnis may have also needed to learn to overcome his shyness and wanted to play small and play the background. So Adonnis, we already see you doing it. You a starseed now. You stepped out and became a starseed. You up here every month on the Rose Corner. You're also on other platforms and other podcasts, stepping out there and sharing your ideas. So continue to come to the forefront and let your light shine with your ideas, your projects, your plans, your objectives, your downloads, your teaching. Get out there and come to the front. And do more of that. I look forward to see you do more of those things. Now we'll go to the personal year cycle. The personal year cycle is very similar to the universal year cycle. I broke down the number 1 universal year, 2026, 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 6, at the end of season 5, beginning of season 6. And then, as you know, I do the monthly numerology message, and that's the universal months cycle. So the difference between the universal year and the personal year is that the universal year affects everyone, regardless of their number, regardless of their astrological sign. It affects everyone on the collective level. The personal year, however, is more intimate to specific people. So Adonnis is transitioning out of a 4 personal year cycle into a 5 personal year cycle. And the purpose of the personal year cycle is to indicate or show you how to avoid issues, how you should go about your personal affairs, what you should focus on for that year and put at the forefront, and just in general, how to live your best life for that year, for that cycle. And this is calculated by adding up the birth month, the birthday, and the current year. And if you want to know about past years or future years, you could just replace the current year with that whatever year you want to know about. So if you want to know what was going on with you 5 years ago, you could put in, well, let's say Adonnis wanted to know what was going on 5 years ago, and he can replace 2026 with 2021, July 6, 2021. That'll tell what cycle he was going through back in 2021. If he wants to know what's going on in 2030, he can just do July 6, 2030 and add it all up, and that'll give you the frequency. So there's two ways to calculate the personal year. There isn't quite a consensus on this amongst numerologists, but one way that you can calculate the personal years from birthday to birthday, meaning the new cycle or new personal year cycle starts on a birthday, in this case, July 6th, and it'll go into July 6th, 2027. So that's one way that you can calculate it. Another way you can calculate it is by starting the new personal year cycle on January 1st and going from January 1st to December 31st. So those are two ways that you can calculate the personal year. I say go with the one that resonates with you the most. My approach is a combination of both, and that means that since July is the 7th month, it's at the midway point, Adonnis might be feeling the effects of his previous cycle and the current cycle that he's going into. And then as he gets closer and into January, he'll continue to feel his cycle that he started on in 2026, but he might start to feel the effects of the cycle going into 2027. So in 2025, he was in the 4 personal year, and July 6th of this year, he transitioned to a number 5 personal year. So he may still be feeling the effects of the 4 personal year, which again is structure, organization, hard work, having a plan, but his number 5 personal year will start to feel more pronounced. And the themes of the number 5 personal year are those big changes, freedom, movement, taking short trips, dealing with the public, putting himself out in the public. It's also a literary number. So, I already know Adonnis is well-studied and well-read. So Adonnis probably be doing a bit of reading and maybe even some writing, some journaling or some book writing. Number 5 is also the number of sexual attraction. So don't be surprised if they sweating Adonnis this year. Adonnis, don't be surprised if they sweating you and they like, hey Adonnis, how you doing? But the number 5 is also about finding that balance between activity and rest, since number 5 is all about movement and going out and interacting with people, going to different events. You could wear yourself out if you're constantly moving. So it's important that you make sure you strike a healthy balance between all of that movement and activity, but also rest, so you don't suffer from exhaustion, nervous issues, insomnia. So make sure you're getting that proper rest during this cycle from now until July 6, 2027. Now we're going to go into the name. So everything that we've been dealing with up to this point was calculated just based on King Adonnis's birthday. Now we're going to go into King Adonnis's name, and we're just going to look at two of the numbers associated with the name: the expression number and the soul urge number. So the expression number, that is your self-expression. It denotes your life purpose, what you're destined to accomplish, teach, or share with the world, and it's written as the full name. I put the full birth name, but if we're talking about the birth name, it'll be the full birth name. But if we're talking about a common name, it'll just be all the components of that name. Then the soul urge tells us your innermost desires and motivations, and that's based on the vowels in your whole name. So starting with your birth name, and there are 2 alphabets that I use. I forgot to put the alphabets in the slide, but I can show you all the alphabets if you want to see those. But the Pythagorean alphabet primarily deals with the birth name, while the Chaldean alphabet more so deals with the name that you go by. So Adonis's birth name is calculated in the Pythagorean system, and King Adonnis, the name that we all know Adonis by, is calculated in the Chaldean system. So starting with Adonis's birth name, it adds up to a number 5 for the expression number. So again, we have that number 5, just like the personal year that he's just entered into. His expression number, the sum total of his full birth name adds up to a 5. So that says that he expresses himself as someone who's adaptable, someone who's adaptable to change and may go through many changes throughout his life, someone who should travel and enjoys traveling, someone who deals with the public, someone who communicates well and maybe should pursue a vocation that involves some type of communication or some type of public activity or travel, and someone who's literary, who loves to read and write or write. And the soul urge for Adonis's birth name adds up to a number 3. So that tells us that he desires to be expressive, to be creative, to create, to be joyful, to be focused on his growth and self-improvement, and to be ambitious. And when we go to the name that he goes by, that we commonly and affectionately know him as, King Adonnis in the Chaldean alphabet, his expression adds up to the number 37. And remember what I said about Chaldean numerology, we take into account the double-digit meaning of the number before we reduce it down to the number 1. So that number 37 is or has positive relationships with the opposite sex. And the number 37 is good for alliances of all kinds. The number 10, and is also fortunate for future projects. Now, the number 10 in the tarot is known as the Wheel of Fortune, and it promises positive outcomes as long as positive deeds are performed, and it also represents that wheel of change, of endings and beginnings. And the number 1 is the leader, it's the innovator. Number 1, people are independent and they're proactive. And King Adonnis has the soul urge, or the vowels in King Adonnis, that adds up to a number 10 and the number 1 as well. So, I just gave you all the meanings of the 10 and the 1. So it's the same meanings, but remember the expression number is your self-expression, your life purpose, what you're here to show and share with the world, and also your possible career inclinations, and your soul urge, that those represent your innermost desires and needs. So to conclude, I have long-term numbers, Adonnis's long-term numbers, and Adonnis's short-term numbers. So what this means is that the long-term numbers, these are numbers that either follow Adonnis throughout his entire life, primarily the numbers in his birthday, because you can't change your birthday. You can change your name, but you can't change your birthday. So those numbers will stay with Adonnis through his entire life. And if Adonnis continues to use his birth name and his attribute, those will follow him. Those numbers will follow him his entire life too. But those numbers include the 6, which is found in his birthday and life path numbers, the 2 and 7, which are his astrological numbers, and the 4 and 9, which are his stress numbers, the 5, his expression number and his birth name in the Pythagorean system, the number 3 as his soul urge number found in his birth name in the Pythagorean system, the numbers 37, 10, and 1 as the expression number in the name that he goes by most commonly, and the 10 and the 1, which is the soul urge number, which is found in the number found in the name that he goes by most commonly. And then the short-term numbers, these temporary cycles. Remember, he's in the 4 pinnacle lesson for a couple more years, I believe. 2 more years he'll be in this first pinnacle, and first pinnacle lesson and first pinnacle challenge. And this current pinnacle challenge is the number 1 challenge. And then he just went into a 5 personal year cycle. So his pinnacles will change once he turns 31. His pinnacle lesson and challenge will change once he turns 31, and his personal year cycle will change on his next birthday in 2027. Now, the 1 and the 5, these numbers show up in his name. In his name. So they're not only in his current personal year in pinnacle, but they're also existent in his name. So even after he leaves this pinnacle challenge in his personal year cycle, he'll still feel the effects of the 1 and the 5 since it's vibrating in his name. Now, this is what I left out. So I'm telling you, if you're not familiar with numerology and people who aren't familiar with numerology, most people only know the life path number and maybe the birthday number. But you see all the numbers that I went through, the birthday number, the pinnacle cycles, the personal year cycles, the expression number, the soul urge number. That was a lot right there, but that's not even all of it. You also have the personality number, which is found in the names, and that's based on the consonants in the name. You have what is called the key number, which is the first name, the cornerstone number, which is the first letter of the first name, the instinctive desire number, which is the first vowel in the name, the family traits number based on the numbers in just the last name alone, the passions and weaknesses, which represents all of the numbers, or how frequently each number appears in the name, since each letter is assigned a numerical value. You have the astrological rulerships and correlations, which I gave you a little taste of just with the birthday number. Remember, 6 being ruled by Venus, and the signs of Taurus and Libra. So as a number 6 person, as a side note, as a number 6 person, Adonnis might find himself attracting a lot of Taurus and Librans, or receiving assistance from Taurians and Librans. And then remember, with the key numbers 6, 2, and 7, those 3 numbers came about because we started with the birth number, and then we looked at the astrological sun sign, which is Cancer, and Cancer is ruled by the numbers 2 and 7. The life cycles, we all have 3 major life cycles. I left that out. the bridge name, which is based on the middle name, race consciousness number, maturity number, planes of expression, your hidden talent, point of security, your transits, and your 52-day cycles. So depending on what question or what you want to know about in a Supreme Numerics numerology session, I might go into the numbers that I went into with Adonnis, or I might go into some of these other numbers that I left out. So that is the numerical profile for King Adonnis. And this is my information. Of course, the show's not over yet. Adonnis is going to give his reaction, but I just want to put this up just in case you're wild and you want to book a session. You can, or if you want to learn more and you want to see more numerological topics and videos, you can see past Pronoia Starseed podcasts, Math Metaphysician shows. You can find my YouTube channel, other podcasts that I've been on in my link tree. If you want to book a session, you can go to supremenumerics.com, or you can email me, nick@supremenumerics.com, or you can text me at this number, 321-780-8384. So if you want to take a picture of the screen, you can. Or if you're using your phone to listen to this or watch this stream, you can write down this information, and then the QR code is right there. If you're not using your phone and you want to scan the QR code, that'll take you to my link tree. So at this time, I will call King Adonnis back up to the stage.
Yes, gratitude. So much gratitude. Oh man, there are so many stories and synchronicities that be going down into the timelines of all the numbers, and I really feel like the power of the numbers is so important for me personally, because every day, it's like you were saying earlier, is being intentional and being able to have those types of solid, the 4 deals with the 4th house in astrology, and that 4th house is, to me, is where your being is established, and where you get that nourishment and that enrichment from the mother, and you get that those roots and those foundations that it really secures and fortifies the energy around the family as well. And we all have daily numbers, and these are the I really appreciate this, because these were the general interpretations. So it's just seeing how profound even the broad out scopes or frames and references to how the numbers relate are still very detailed in essence. Specifically talking about that future project stuff, you were talking about being younger and having to do a specific type of work or whatever. It reminded me when I was on my getting those working papers. I remember having to turn down my first summer 11/11, having to turn down my my SYEP offer because I had got invited to lead a dream team, not a dream team, but a dream director. I was teaching adults how to be dream directors and how they can go on and inspire the youth so that they could, facilitate dream team meetings and classes and help students fulfill passion-based projects, because this is all, stuff that I'm passionate about. So I'm happy and grateful to be able to share all the different sciences that I've done, on myself, with myself, by myself, for the self, and be able to have, these sciences shared, with a great master, another master teacher, on how we, are able to navigate through the stars, through the numbers, and how they all coalesce and align through cards as well. So that was really big too, because a lot of the energies, it's only 9 numbers, from 1 to 9. And just thinking about like how all the energy of the cards align. Like the card of the day today is a 2 of diamonds, so it's like willing and dealing. The Starseed Mother's a 2 of diamonds. So this is a great day to display and showcase how we will and deal, and we recognize how all of the different synchronicities of the stars come through cards and the numbers, because the numbers are different representatives of the stars, and we use these maps and these degrees to navigate the journeys.
Yes. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it and resonated with it, and thank you for sharing that story about the SYEP Summer Youth Employment Program.
Yes, yeah.
Well, I know we got one of those in Newark, New Jersey too.
Yeah.
But that's interesting that you mentioned that. Well, first of all, that you confirm that you started working or seeking work at an early age, but also that you were a teacher, because if we go into your name, and both your middle name and your last name, you have a master number in there. So in Adonnis, you have those 2 N's, and it was interesting. We were talking about how the different spellings of your name, and how changing the spelling of your name changes the entire vibration of the name and of that person's energy. And with those double N's in there, N is 5. So 55
in both systems.
55 is the master genius with which you are. So your name carries that vibration of being mentally sharp and astute. And in your last name, I know for sure in one system, it's a master number 33 in there. And that is the master teacher right there. So you're being a young person teaching adults. That's that master teacher energy. That gives that Jesus as a child in the temples, teaching the elders and sitting amongst the elders there.
Yeah, that's literally my life, being able to be one, not even just being one amongst like my own collective, because majority of the time I find myself in spaces and places where like the beings that are my age, you're mostly tending to focus on other aspects, when usually like I find myself in those like circles with people that are like 5 to 10 to 15 or sometimes even 25 years older than me, and it's just because of the resonance. Oftentimes people say I have an old soul, and people like they'll identify me. I feel like this is one of the strangest phenomena, where people often identify me with like a loved one that they've had that has probably like transitioned, or like just very strong remembrance or familiarities with like so many lookalikes. The people often say I have a lot of lookalikes. So that's a part of that like magnetism and that six energy, because July 6th in the silent language system, July 6th is the day of seductive magnetic desire, and being able to use that magnetic seductive energy to unleash passion, because that sexual energy you were saying is very powerful when it comes to tantra. I remember me and the goddess was talking about the Tao of sexology, and being able to use and navigate and honor the body and its sacred essences.
Wow, that's beautiful. And I saw that the goddess put in there Messiah Adonnis, and
well, that's another confirmation
Adonnis Messiah, yeah. and you got that, those 2 S's in there. That's a master number 11 added in there. Master number 11 in one system, and I believe master number 33 in another system.
So funny story, actually, when I was in college, I went to Buffalo State, and when I joined the Exquisite Steppers or the Exquisite Movers Association, I was on the community outreach chair, And basically, I was on the step team, and where was I going? When my captain gave me like a name, like she gave me the name, I was sitting there. So I was standing there wondering like what name could she possibly give me, because I was the type of mover, like we were movers. Step in and like I was the head bobbing. This is teenage King Adonnis who had bleached hair like Cisco had nothing on me. Okay, I had pink, purple. I had flavors, everything, and the name that my step captain gave me, her name was Christine. So, you know, carrying that Christ energy, the Christine energy. She gave me the name Messiah as my step name too. So it was really interesting because that was pure, like all on her own accord. And I was just like, you know, what are the odds? So, you know, just being able to recognize that, you know, as a, you know, bro, shout out to bro Yosef. He talks about the Messiah star seeds a lot, and you know how there is thousands or many sorcerers that or have returned in order to embody this, you know, awareness.
Wow, that look at that. You were listen, you were vibrating in that energy, you know. Your coach may not have consciously saw it or thought about it, but subconsciously she knew. She knew. Yes, and then number 6 with all that number 6 energy, that is the number of education too. You know, so that really shows that education is important to you, and education is something that will follow you throughout your entire life too, and not necessarily education in the formal sense, although it can mean in the formal sense, but it just means learning and training.
That's so funny because when I applied to college, I applied as my major to be like science and technology in education. And when I got to college and I recognized that I was like in a major to become a teacher, I was like, wait, I gotta teach people? Hold on. Wait. So then I did like a major shift, and then I went into communications so that we could have, you know, these different types of energetic conversations, because I am a communications major. The goal was to always have a talk show with yours truly.
Oh yeah, well listen, you're right in alignment with that 5 expression number, and that 5 is the strong communicator. 5 is Mercury energy, Mercury and that Gemini, you know, kind of energy there. So yeah, you're right on point with that, and I'm glad you mentioned the talk show, because I you know, like I said, you know, you got to step out there, put yourself out there with that 5 energy and that number 1 energy.
You know, it's interesting because the 5 and the 1, when I think about it, I see it in 2 ways. In the gene keys, there's the gate 15 and there's the gate 51. The 15 is about modesty, and and that's interestingly enough, when I did my I Ching reading for the year for myself, it was the gate 15, which is about modesty, and this gate is a part of I want to say the solar plexus, but it could be the identity center. But it's in this area of like really like exhausted, and it's the gate. You know, it's also the gate of extremes. So it's really carrying a huge amount of like power and capacity. And like when I think about the flip side on the 51, that's like shock and awe. It's like in the hexagram is literally thunder over thunder. So you know. In Mayan, in my galactic signature is the blue cosmic storm, or Kin 79. So having that like storm energy, you know, being a catalyst for change, and knowing that like we're here to embody the energy of like precision and impeccability, and you know, being able to overcome different forms of shyness and I hear I'm hearing admirability, but take it how it resonates. But seeing beyond the different veils and the scopes of how like different things are perceived, because in truth, when you really like study all the different numbers, for me, I've gone through these numbers so many different times, and I've unfolded all the different deities and the synchronizations that 1122, that's my favorite number. And the synchronizations that occur when like you see how the different archetypes are like spread out through the different like numbers like 2, and how many different gods or goddesses associated with the moon, and then the 6, and how many different gods and goddesses are associated with Venus. So it's like having all these different you know, archetypes to embody. It was never a limitation for me to be able to expand and grow, and that goes back to that Jupiter energy of the yellow, because for me, I come from the 7, right? The 7 circles, 7 seeds, and having that vibration of the 7. Well, not even saying that I come from the 7, because I was literally born on the 6, both ways. But you know, having that awareness of the 7 energy, that highly spiritual adaptness, the birth or that creation energy was really about, you know, about being able to like have a completion of like where the different systems are being mapped out in awareness.
Yes, and remember, you have that Jupiter expansion energy in the vowels of your birth name, and then remember that 7 is one of your key or power numbers. And that's so that's so interesting. Just going back to what you were saying about college, because that's almost like a reflection or an inverse of me, because my major is communication. So I went all 4 years in communications, broadcast news to be a specific major in concentration, but I ended up becoming a teacher after college. So I went to school for communications and became a teacher in my career. And it was something that I never thought I would ever do, especially coming into college.
Yeah.
One of my friends' grandmothers asked me if I thought about becoming a teacher. I was like, hell no, I ain't got the patience for that.
Yeah.
So that's so funny, and just is going back to what I opened up with us being a polarity, you being Cancer, I being a Capricorn. That's so interesting there.
I really think it's a beautiful reflection of how another consistent experience that I go through as a 6 and reflecting the 9 often is being able to be the bridge between the axis of the polarity. So like I have like 6 or 7 different Cancer placements, but I also have a Capricorn stellium too. And in my Capricorn stellium is Lilith. So and it's to the point where my Lilith is directly opposed at 14 degrees my Sun and Mercury, which is conjunct Sirius. Wow. So it's like having that awareness as well. I do not play when it comes to the mothers of all aspects.
Yep.
And then they protect me in the same way.
Yep. Yeah, and I also didn't talk about how similar the 6 and the 2 are, because they're both of them are your key numbers, but the 6 and the 2, they're so similar in that they're connected to the mother and that feminine energy. And I always think about the flow of the 6 and how the 6 is shaped like the womb, and how they're both healing numbers and nurturing numbers and loving numbers too. So it's like you have double that energy being born on the 6 and being a Cancer at that. And just going back to our reflection here, I'm a number 4 person, and number 4 is my opposition or number 6 is my opposition to challenge number. So like on another degree, in another dimension, also numerically, it's like we have that polarity going on, but it's helping me to be more balanced and to be more full by allowing the number 6 to challenge me to become better and not worse.
Yeah, one of my synchronizations for the number 6 is 222, which is that number for alignment. Because, and being able to see, like, because I was, you put it on the slide. So when you see that 2000, I always think about that 2 being amplified 3 times and being carried by those 3 zeros. So like, there's a trinity in itself, like. And then like to have that 2 there is like really having the balance between the masculine and the feminine within oneself, and then being able to see like the masculine and feminine energies and how they really interplay and go hand in hand on almost every level. But we've been conditioned as a society to see things a certain way, so bringing things back to like that polarity, like energy, where like everything has its equal and opposite, or its harmonic balance, and everything has its purpose. So that's why I give honor and gratitude.
Yes, and you reminded me that you're born in the year of the 2, and I didn't go into the life cycles, but your life cycles, your 3 major life cycles, they go 7, 7, 6, 2. So your formative years from birth to late 20s is the number 7 energy, and 7 is the interchangeable number with the 2 as that water number and that moon number, and that Neptune energy as well. And then you got the 6 there for your productive cycles from late 20s, early 30s to mid 50s. And then you have that 2 for the harvest cycle from age 56 on the transition. So that energy, that motherly energy, that intuitive, nurturing energy is following you through all of your cycles.
It's interesting because what's coming to mind for me is human design. Like, I got a 6-2 profile, and if anybody has a 6 line in their chart, that 6 line is, it has those 3 different phases. And the first phase is up until I think the Saturn return, or age 30, where we're having that ability to have different experiences and expressions and trials and errors, and then to be able to retreat or be in that on the roof phase after we like approach or go into that Saturn return energy, and be able to cultivate and refine all the different lessons and resources, and then come back out after the Chiron return at like 50, or Uranus opposition at 41. One of those 2, but there's always a pop back out.
Right. Yes. So star seeds out there listening, you see how all of these sciences, they complement and confirm each other, and they're all different vehicles. Let's say you want to use cars, for example, or you just want to use different modes of transportation. If you want to talk about the plane, the ship, or the bike, the car, they're all different modes of transportation, but they get you to the same destination. So that's how you look at numerology, astrology, tarot, human design, I Ching, whatever. They're all just different vehicles that'll get you to that destination, and you go with the vehicle that resonates with you and suits your style, the most.
Yeah. So happy. I'm super thankful and grateful to be here with the Supreme Numerologics. You feel me? And to bring more light to the collective, and to be the vessel that divine has chosen to be here and now to receive, and to shine. Jupiter and Leo is all about shining and we stepping in. You know, it's really interesting too because this new moon in Cancer is. I was talking about this on the Rose Corner. It's like it's at that 21st degree, and 22 Virgo or 21 Virgo. I think it's 22 Virgo is about you know, a woman expecting a sailboat. So now, you know, I feel like this was the sailboat that I was expecting to be able to ride the waters of, you know, consciousness. And, you know, this is where I also am seeing like the sun coming on the horizon. So it's like, LOL, that's so funny. You know, the energy of Christ walking on water.
Wow.
But
Yes.
but being able, you know, to see and to know.
Mhm. Yes. All right, Goddess Rael. You can come up here before we you know before we go all night.
We can go do this all night.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, I see the synchronicities. I love that number 6 kept coming up. And yes, you are favored by Taurus and Libra. My Taurus is rising and my Libra moon loves you. So, and then Messiah, yes, he is the sun, you guys. That is so funny. I'll be like, oh, here comes my son. I get to borrow him for a couple hours and he goes back to his
at night, the sun at night. You feel me?
That's right. That's right. Yep. See, I get to get him while he's going down, you know, and then everybody else get him in the daytime, but I get him at nighttime. So that's beautiful. But yes, it was a wonderful show. And I hope that all the other star seeds, make sure you sign up to come up. And, you know, you listen, I think your breakdown was amazing. There are a lot of numbers. So make sure you guys are like looking at these things for yourself as well. Like there's ways to explore your numbers if you know, it's overwhelming sometimes to read all this information. That's why Mr. Westbrooks is here. You can get that breakdown, but you know, you can also like look up certain things about yourself, at least know your basics, right? Like even in astrology, I want you to know your basics, your moon, your sun, and your rising sign, not just your sun sign. You know, we all know our life path number, but we might want to know our soul urge and like, you know, other numbers like that. So, but yes, Mr. Westbrooks, tap into him. I think like Starseeds, y'all have been reaching out. So go ahead, continue to reach out to Mr. Westbrooks for your numerology.
Yeah, these breakdowns are so essential. I feel like it's really like powerful because I know what it takes to figure out a name number, a birth number, an expression number, and then doing it between like two systems, and then like, you know, you got your motivation numbers and all these, you know, different calculations that we can do. And you know, sometimes, you know, it takes a lot of mental power and time to like go through that. So being able to have you know, another person to be able to, you know, sit through that and break those different energies down is really helpful for all of us as we going and growing through our journeys, because these numbers and everything show up. You know, they got the angel numbers and then time. So like even the bank accounts, addresses, home, everything is a number.
That address thing is so real. Like when I moved and the whole energy shifted, like the type of what my whole life shifted, like the purpose of what I was doing in life shifted when I moved. And so, what your address adds up to, that makes a big difference of the energy. Your house holds energy.
Phone number, everything.
Your phone, your phone number. And a lot of people have the same phone number for a long time. You switch your phone number, you might get new energy. You know what I'm saying? Well, you might be able to get those stalkers away. I mean, whatever, but switch it up sometimes. But I love that. Numbers don't lie. Numbers are everywhere. Even bumper stickers, not bumper stickers, license plates, numbers, they be speaking to you, you know.
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I have a story about that because one of my teachers pointed out the energy of the license plate number, because I had a license plate number that was in opposition to my numbers, and it didn't make sense to me while I was going through so many issues with this car. Like it got vandalized twice. I kept having tire issues with it. The car itself got stolen and totaled out. But as soon as I got another car and it was a different license plate number, because one of the license plates went missing, so I had to, you know, surrender the license plate and get a whole new car registration license plate number. When I got that new car with that different license plate number, I didn't have any issues with that car. And it was the same. It was a different year, but it was the same make and model. And I haven't had any issues with it. And I had that car for about 3 years now. So that's so real about the license plate number. So yeah, so people can ask about home. Yeah, ask about your home numbers too. Like if you're getting ready to move to a new place, or if you're looking to move to a new place, you can send me the address, or you can send me the apartment number, and I can tell you what type of energy that is going to carry, and what to look out for those home numbers, because there's certain homes that are more conducive for family. There's homes that are more conducive for individuals. Like, for example, an address that adds up to a 7, that's more conducive for someone who's a loner and prefers their alone time, while a home that, or address that adds up to a number 6, that's more conducive to a family situation. If you're looking to build a family or expand your family or nurture a family, a number 6 address supports that. And then you also have the sign of cartography that you can pair with the numerology too.
Yes.
That gives you your harmony with certain cities and states and countries and all of that. So
literally, I was just watching a video from Lloyd earlier. He was breaking down the different zodiacs for each state. Like everything holds power.
Yes. It's a lot of information that we should have probably learned a long time ago that we are able to now tap into. So make sure you make yourselves available to this information here on Pronoia Starseed Podcast. Now, wait a minute. King Adonnis, you have come on already. So Mr. Westbrooks has been on. Okay, all right. So we won't see you guys again until next month. I'm trying to remember. It's like
you're coming back for Pronoia poetry.
Everybody, that's right. Okay, Mr. Westbrook, when you gonna give us some numerology poetry? 1 + 1 = 2. You my boo. Like, give us gotta give us up, Mr. Westbrooks.
Nah, I'll see what I can come up with.
Yes, that's right. Pronoia Poetry is back on the 25th. So if you are interested in signing up, send me a DM on Instagram. You can send me an email at foxyroxy81@gmail.com, or you can send me a smoke signal. I don't know. Just let me know you're interested. You can leave a comment under this post if you're interested in, and I'll reach out to you. We definitely have a lineup. People are very interested, and the word has gotten out. So you guys sign up early, because I got to find a cutoff number. I'm like, wait a minute, because we could be going all night, y'all. Y'all gonna be snapping all night. Your fingers gonna be broken.
Right.
We had 7 the first time, so, and that was a wonderful number. But most of the people who came first time are coming back, so it's gonna be a bigger number, and it's gonna continue to grow. So if you're interested, make sure you sign up. Express yourself.
Okay.
Don't be afraid. Express yourself.
Yeah. Express yourself.
That's right.
That's right. We all sing a different version.
And that's that 5 energy. Shout out to the 5 in the expressions.
For sure. Well, I know you kept referencing college. That was funny, because all I kept thinking about was Pronoia
University.
Yes, that's all I kept thinking about. We're back in college again, you guys. So yes, thank you for tapping into Pronoia University. We got some surprises this season. I'm telling you, we're not done. We're only halfway through the season. July has hit our halfway point. We are ending in November, so we still have another half to go. But we got some things coming up. The Starseeds don't even know yet. Like, we got a lot going on, but I'm excited about it. We continue to grow, we continue to motivate each other, and we continue to, stay in our authentic energy and be ourselves, and express ourselves. So thank you so much, Mr. Westbrooks, for this amazing numerological report.
Still working on that word.
I'll be messing that John up. And thank you, King Adonnis, for letting us be all up in your business tonight.
Yeah, no, it's all good. It's all good. This is what the Most High will to be, so we can co-create and collaborate and come together. Because I got all the tools. I got all the tools, and I know how to work these numbers.
That's right.
Right.
Yes, and shout out to it being a 2 of Diamonds day. Yes.
Shout out to the diamonds. Yes. Shout out to all the diamonds. Yes.
That's all the diamonds. But yes, well, that's it for us tonight. I think I'm gonna go out with some Pronoia tonight. Some university. We're gonna look at the universities tonight. I hope you enjoyed your night, you guys. Pronoia means that the universe is always conspiring in your favor, no matter what. I know it's a little crazy out here, but it's gonna get a little crazier. Just hold on to yourself. Sit back, relax. Things are being torn down so they can be rebuilt better. So let's get excited about that. Let's look at the good things that's coming. Love you. Have a great night, Starseeds. Peace.
Hey. Yes, sir. Hey. Look. My wealth in abundance. My cup runneth over. I'm glad I get paid for my face on a poster, but not for rewarding police and enforcers. I know I'ma make it. Every day I get closer. These niggas hate on me, but that's free promotion. I'd probably be dead if I didn't know the motives. My life is amazing. Every day I feel chosen. In the words of Jill Scott, I'm living my life like it's gold. And Texas T is what I'm pulling. HL is what I'm throwing. Premium is what I'm rolling. I'm moving so slow that I feel like I'm loading. I press all the buttons, she said I'm controlling. I fly like I'm floating. I'm no longer hoping. This shit my reality. I'm trying to turn family and friends into faculty. I died before I let them shackle me. In the field couldn't nobody tackle me. On the court couldn't nobody hold me. I take heat and advantage cause that's what the elders and OGs told me. I stood on that block in the cold with no money or product to push. My big cousin almost had a bird, but he fell for the one in the bush. Gutter swishing and fill it with kush. I'm running low so I smoked out the pack. Big broke off from jail through Securus, but I missed the call and couldn't even cut back. I can see him right now on his rack. The city at war and we on the attack. My little cousin crippin', he said that I was spinning. I told him don't lack. These days it's too hard to relax. If I sell it, I'm probably gon' tax. I ran that shit up to the max. Metal arms on me like jacks. Roll it back, then I coat it with wax. I need my paper like facts. I used to punch niggas for coming to my people's side of the tracks. I know some niggas who went out to slide, but when know what the draw, they ain't make it back. If I told you something and you didn't listen, well, hey, it ain't much I can say to that. It's hard to find love, but nowadays it's so easy to find where the evil and hatred at. Boy, you ain't official. Fuck all of that cloud in your facial tat. About me that had blood on your welcome mat. Death to a snake and a rat. Like a poacher, I'm killing the cat. No cap, I'm removing my hat. These my brothers like we in the frat. My slime had a 38, but he ain't go to the NBA draft. So now he just work on his craft. The devil put hoes in my boat, but God gave me a raft. I did so much dirt that I had to go home just to take a bath. Dealing with money was high, improved in math. And before I was on it, I already knew my path. For all of them days I was walking to work, I'ma do the dash. I thought it was wild, let's put it, but somebody found where it was and went through my stash. My nigga been spinning since early 2000. I call him Cyclone like your baby bash. I saw so much powder when I was a kid, but it wasn't the type for a diaper rash. Me and my brothers, I struggle together, so what's mine is his when it come to cash. What's done in the dark will eventually come to light without the flash. I'm strapped just in case I crash, moving fast. If it's too good to be true, it won't last. The space between me and them is vast. These niggas broke actors like a cast. Catch a op, Jimmy Neutron got a blast. My future made me forget my past. The realest has been revealed at last.
I'm back, Starseeds. Give me 1 second. I forgot to tell you about the shows that are coming up this week. That's right. We have 2 more shows this week. On the 15th, Smart Video Girl is back. Yes, yes. And on the 16th, Dr. Abina Berry is in the building. So we have a Starseed guest coming in and Smart Video Girl. So make sure you hit that notification bell so you know when we are live. Yes. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. You know, it takes some time to do those things, but I enjoy making them because a lot of these artists don't have music videos. And why not make it Pronoia? Until they give us something, I'm just going to make it Pronoia. But I love you guys. I thank you for tapping in tonight again. And make sure you hit the notification bell so you know when we are live. We'll be back on the 15th and the 16th. And I'll see you then. Have a good night. Peace, peace. Oh, now I don't even know when to play. Hold on. I'm trying to be smooth about it. Hold on. Now I'm not even being smooth about it. Okay, here we go. Peace, y'all.
Asase a mponenwa awode emu a wo sanma ya adanidie me bewu a medanwo meti ase a medanwo dre damidi factory.
I am the earth and water, I am the full moon, I am the first mother, the universal womb. They call me sacred lotus, wisdom of the Khan supreme, the mothership that brought the first terrestrial being. I come from distant planets, and now I have returned. I am the great goddess come to you in human form. Mysterious by nature, I hold my magic wand, cast my cowrie shells and read them in the dirt I stand on. My power is electric, you feel it in my gaze. I will live on when others perish in the end of days. They call it immortal. I move through space portals. My body turns to dust. I traded for a better model. I am the shrine keeper, civilization teacher. I am the sun's reflection and the divine receiver. I birthed the last giants, now called the juggernauts. When I designed the trees, I made the roots from my Nazi locks. I am the fertile ground, and I am heaven's skies. I'm made of dark matter and full of pure light. I'm just a tiny proton inside the smallest atom. I am a black hole pulling stars inside my chasm. You think you know me, but my name eludes you well. I am your consciousness, and I'm your dream spell. I am but all things, yet I am none at all. Enemies fear me, but mostly they just respect and awe.
Something, as we say, I'm compelled by a spiritual force that I cannot resist.
Besides me, Ashe can't keep fast by the shade. Which means a spiritual force that I cannot resist.
I am the earth and water, I am the full moon, I am the first mother, the universal womb. They call me sacred lotus, wisdom of the Khan supreme, the mothership that brought the first terrestrial being. I come from distant planets, and now I have returned. I am the great goddess come to you in human form. Mysterious by nature, I hold my magic wand, cast my cowrie shells and read them in the dirt I stand on. My power is electric, you feel it in my gaze. I will live on when others perish in the end of days. They call it immortal, I move through space portals. My body turns to dust, I traded for a better model. I am the shrine keeper, civilization teacher. I am the sun's reflection and the divine receiver. I birthed the last giants, now called the juggernauts. When I designed the trees, I made the roots from my Nazi locks. I am the fertile ground, and I am heaven's skies. I'm made of dark matter and full of pure light. I'm just a tiny proton inside the smallest atom. I am a black hole pulling stars inside my chasm. You think you know me, but my name eludes you well. I am your consciousness, and I'm your dream spell. I am but all things, yet I am none at all. Enemies fear me, but mostly they just respect it all.
They always thought Africa was something dark and mysterious because of lack of knowledge. If you want to go to Africa, go back to Africa. You know, all those kind of negative things that try to make you really feel bad, but, you know, it just shows their own ignorance. Because I feel good about my Africanism.
Sacrificing sleep for my dreams. Sailing across the atlas, this shit deeper than some streams. Everything ain't what it seems, and I'm reading in between, translating frequencies from ethereal beings. I can walk through the streets and remain unseen. My protection on the beam, my direction, 7 seas. Cinematic tendencies, currencies, infinite on some classic type shit. So consistent with the hits, cosmic message on the lips. Clearly, heaven never miss. Crucial metamorphosis, I swear I died 1,000 times. but still I rise by the power of Most High. I heard legends never die, but we bound to the ground. That motherfucker heavy than 1,000 evil eyes. Getting stronger with my boundaries, cause my spirit is the prize. And my soul is as vibrant as the moon on summer nights. And my mind is a dive into all that's divine. Sacred scribe, watching Gemini rise. When I was born, I loved my mama womb so much that I was trying to hold on. I had problems with the breath, cause my spirit never left. I survived 1,000,000 threats, projections aimed at my neck, death sentence to my success, abuse of my innocence, transmuting the bullshit, speak life on my lineage, protecting women and kids, raising respectful men, honoring the land, keeping the sacred, infusing the planet with healing and presence, wisdom of ancients, pumping through my veins, scream my ancestors' names, we ain't here to play, coming for every fucking thing you ripped from my kin and them, multiply that shit by 10, can't quantify my existence. I am an uncompromised transmission in this holographic realm of those addicted to the gram. My heart chakra bleeds for those in need of connection. You magnetize all your blessings when you lead with intention, and you lean into forgiveness, and you see all you've been given, and you amplify your mission with compassion for your lessons, giving grace to your versions that's in need of the healing, saving space for potential cause your growth has no ceilings. And now I'm building you up cause you are my reflection. I feel collective fear and pain, and I can't answer all those questions, but we all know the problem, and we cry for solutions. We didn't watch all our legends up and die for the truth. Strange fruit, tongue-tied for our lives by the noose. I will no longer be silenced, but those who deny our truth, fulfilling the prophecy, feeling the potency of a black woman near her prime. What a joy it is to see. Every win for my sis is a W for me. Reflecting my inner light, is it W or me? No double cup, just tea. Pour libations up for me. When I bounce out this bitch at the altar, sing my name. Leave me raspberry leaf. Fill my cup up for me. Play my voice over the seas. Lava for eternity. Lava is eternity.
Shimim Hotep, Shimim Ra, Ashe. Uncle Jobs and Needs and Empty, Ashe. We give thanks for the verbal elixir and divine frequency of Lava God. Just know if you're hearing my voice, you are the new deity. You are the Neteru. You are the Orisha. You are the Vedic. You are the Mayan, Aztec. You are the Akan, the Dogon. All that is God is in you. So we lack nothing. Give thanks.
Learn to cloud surf while never leaving Earth. 10 toes firmly planted in the dirt for what it's worth. See my life flash before my eyes a couple times, so I'd be lying if I said I don't believe in the divine. For reasons we can't find, the truth will probably blow our minds. This energy in the universe send chills down your spine. Had a talk with a goddess about human design. Pull my code to how I need to get my chakras aligned. Gotta break some bad habits, it's addition by subtraction. Move away from bad actors trying to leech off your action. It's the laws of attraction, gotta see it before it happens. Gotta believe it with a passion, then receive this beautiful madness. Find a pattern in the chaos, their assessment was way off. You build it from the ground up, you own it, so ain't no layoffs. Your energy is equity, cashing on your day off. Hope to reach a couple souls, it's all a part of the payoff.